Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So I told you guys per request that I was gonna start doing makeup. Y'all know that like I'm kind of insecure about my camera situation right now and all that good stuff. Like I'm wanting to upgrade but still like saving the money to do so. But I got the Jackie Aina palette last week and I really wanted to use it. So I said, let's go ahead and like continue to dip our feet in the makeup world. So here she is. I absolutely am in love with this palette. I'm in love with these colors. I'm sure you have seen 50,000 reviews on this, but I don't care because I wanted to use it with you guys. So I'm going to come up with some kind of look today and just take you guys through the process. So if you want to see me use this Jackie Aina palette, see what look I come up with, and just keep watching. So I already have my face done and I am going to prime my eyes and I'm going to use my concealer to do so. Right now I've mostly been using this Colourpop No Filter concealer. Not only to conceal, but to prime my eyelids. So we're gonna do that first. And I do have a mirror in front of me. And I like to use my concealer because it does the work of concealing anything that shouldn't be there. But it is a little bit lighter. So the colors will do a little extra poppage. I'm just gonna take some of my setting powder. This is my Kat Von D Lock It setting powder. I no longer purchase Kat Von D products. I'm sure a lot of y'all really don't care. But feel like I have to make that disclaimer sometimes, but I have it and I'm gonna use it. I also love the Laura Mercier setting powder, but I'm not buying another setting powder until I finish this one. Now I prefer to set my eyelids whenever I'm doing a look just because I have very oily eyelids. By the time I actually start putting on the eyeshadow, sometimes my eyelids are like slick already. So I am very simplistic when it comes to makeup. And so I don't have a ton of brushes. Actually, a lot of times just because my eye shape, I use like one brush. Just because I have a very tiny lid space, and so I end up blowing out a lot of color up top, and so using one brush typically just gets the job done. So let's see, I'm thinking about, I really want to do kind of like a purple look, so I think I'm going to just go right into pinker, and I'm gonna start on the outer edge and bring it in. I think I'm gonna go kind of dramatic today. I'm not gonna be doing lashes though, just because, okay, so I think I have allergies to lash glue. Every time I do lashes, I end up with little styes on my lash line. And they get very annoying, like very annoying. So I'm trying to find a lash glue that doesn't irritate my eyes. But yeah guys, when I actually started doing YouTube, a lot of my friends wanted me to do makeup, and I mean, natural hair is oversaturated too, but it's just kind of becoming a world where, you know, makeup tutorials aren't what people are really searching these days. But I've never let that stop me from doing anything. So I decided that I do want to start like doing some makeup and stuff on my channel. So let me know what you guys would like to see. Especially since I haven't like done really a lot of makeup on here. Like I think I have some Colourpop like lip swatches. They're ultra matte lip swatches that I did. I have like a couple of looks on my channel that really got like no views. Like I think the couple of makeup looks that I've done probably have like less than 50 views, which is totally fine. I like to kind of start pulling the color out this way. I am gonna be doing I think I'm gonna do a wing, but that for me is how I also add depth, is going in that triangular, you know, and all of that will get you know, blended out. So let me know, like, do you want foundation routines? I actually use a lot of Jackie Aina's tips and techniques when it comes to my foundation, because I have this issue all the time, like it'll skip here. I found that her techniques really do help with my oily skin. So, and then obviously like doing tutorials will be easier as I start to upgrade, you know, like camera quality and all that. And then I'm also thinking of doing like first impressions for makeup, like full faces of first impressions. Just let me know what you want to see, because it's fun for me. And I mean, like, I'm gonna be purchasing makeup anyway, so I think I'm gonna go into Big Wig. It's like a really beautiful purple shade. I love purples. When I saw the purples in this palette, I knew I had to have it. So I'm gonna go into Big Wig on the same brush. If I feel like I need some more precision, then I will take this fluffy end of the brush in the palette. So I'm gonna go in, oh yeah, I like how that is kind of rounding out Pinker. I really like that shade Pinker. I feel like you can use it for a lot of different things. I'm just gonna go in and kind of bring that into my teeny tiny baby crease, just to really add some depth to the look. I'm not really looking for this to be like ultra purple, but I do want it to add some depth and dimension. And how many of you guys got this palette? I'm just curious. I know I've seen a lot of people that were like, I don't even wear eyeshadow, but I'm buying this. So I think Jackie has really just, she's inspired a lot of people. Like, she has really inspired a lot of people to go out of their comfort zone. And I feel like a lot of people don't like Jackie. I was watching Alexia's video using the palette and talking about, you know, people's just dislike for Jackie. And I think my thing about it is that, like, Jackie, by all means, is not a perfect human being at all. And she has done some things that I definitely don't agree with. At the same token, like, we watch non-people of color do shit that's way worse than anything that Jackie has ever done and not held them to the same standard. Really the only thing that Jackie has done that ever really bothered me was the whole thing with Petty Paige. And if you don't know anything about drama channels and you don't really watch Jackie, then you probably have no clue what I'm talking about. I think Jackie has really done a lot for the community. And I know a lot of people feel like her and like Alyssa Ashley are really entitled, but my thing is, like, there are a lot of things happening in the makeup world right now that wouldn't be happening if they didn't speak up. Like, if they're, like, y'all aren't doing it. So, I mean, I think if she wants to be a little full of herself, like, let her be full of herself. We kind of look down on Black women who are not overly humble. Like, first of all, I don't feel like you have to be like this, like, on your knees, just, oh my God, I'm so grateful, like, all the time type of person, to be labeled as a good person. And she feels herself. Is she a little conceited? Yeah. I mean, shit, I am. Sometimes my friends be looking at me like, girl. And I'm like, but I love myself. Like, if you don't love yourself first, like, who else will? Shit. So, but I definitely agreed with what Alexia was saying in that video. And drama channels, especially drama channels that are run by white folk, really don't like her. Like, it's very clear, it's very apparent, they really don't like her. She's really easy to hate, and, you know, especially because everybody wants to claim reverse racism. Because Jackie is always calling out issues of racism, colorism, etc. in the industry, people get really angry with her. Or when she says things that we all know white people be out here doing to us, people are like, oh my God, that's so racist. And I'm like, but that's what y'all be doing though. I remember one of my best friends, when we would go grocery shopping together, they would be just shocked at how, like, white people would treat me in the grocery store. Like, running over me, no excuse me, nothing, just rude, disgusting, especially white men. So that comment that Jackie made about white people not saying excuse me, I wasn't bothered because she wasn't wrong. I'm having some issues on my eye, and it's totally not the eye, like the colors. You can see that kind of ripple. I have that happen a lot, regardless of what I'm using, and it's only on this eye. Like, it's never on my right eye. It's always on my left one. And so I'm just gonna shut up for a minute. I'm gonna add a little bit more big wig, and then we'll continue on with the look. Okay, so now I need to decide what I want to put on my lid. So I'm kind of obsessed with all of these. I'm really feeling Lituation. That's pretty. But Shookington is really pretty too. And then we all know Wiggly's is gorgeous. Zam is really pretty too. But I think I kind of want to go a little bit more bold. So that's Lituation, Shookington, Wiggly's, and Zam. Trying to decide. Wiggly's would be really pretty. Okay, we're gonna do Wiggly's. I low-key want to do Wiggly's just because people are acting like that has something to do with the term wigga, which, who uses that phrase anymore? I didn't even know Black people use that phrase. I don't think they do. White people just want something to complain about sometimes. Like, nobody says that. Like, nobody. Like, really? Really? Like, seriously, Karen? Nobody says that. So, I'm gonna go ahead into Wiggly's. I purposefully did not do any under eye concealer because I know the Anastasia formula, and these shades tend to leave a little bit of fallout, so. Oh, that's beautiful. You know what would make this even more beautiful? If I put down like a black base, because this does kind of have a black base in it already. These brushes that Anastasia puts in the palettes are really nice, especially to pack on color. Like, they really just do it. Okay, and I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take Shookington and I'm just gonna kind of merge things right here. I like to do that sometimes just to have that nice like natural gradient. Plus I get to tell you guys about more than one color in the palette. So just adding that right there. Ooh, that looks pretty too, like the way that that lays on top. You can kind of barely see it in the camera, but it's really nice, like the gradient effect that it gives, just right there. And I do want to add a little bit more of Big Wig, just to further blend. When you're doing color like this, it really does help to be mindful about like blending. So it's always good to go back in and deepen things up. I'm going to take Supreme and, oh, this is a beautiful color. I'm gonna add it right in here, very lightly, just dust it. Like no pressure on the brush, just light flicks. Now, isn't it crazy how that little bit of color right in here really just brought all of that together? This really makes me want a better camera, y'all. Like, y'all don't even know right now. But this looks so much better. Just having that little bit of extra color right here, just to blow everything out. And then I just am going to go in further and just blow everything out, especially if you have like a similar eye shape to mine. It can be a little difficult sometimes really nailing down everything when it comes to the eyes. So you really have to, you can't really apply eyeshadow the way you see everybody do it on YouTube. I have to kind of really play around with my eye shape so that you can see the colors, you can see how everything is blown out. I have to really like work with that, you know? I think I'm going to do Zam, or do I want to do Soleil? I think I'm gonna do Zam, because I think Soleil is just a little lighter than what I want. Yeah. It's beautiful though. When I do like a full-on rose gold eye look, definitely pulling out Zam. And I have another Anastasia brush. I have quite a few of her palettes. I have the Modern Renaissance, I have Sultry, and I have the Prism palette. I love the Prism palette. That palette is like, oof, it's so good. I've done some very creative looks with that. That lime green in there, I think it's called Sphere. Such a beautiful shade. So I just went ahead and sprayed my brush, and I'm gonna go into Zam. I'm using setting spray, not because I feel like I need it for the color to pick up, but because I really, I don't want to get this everywhere, like all up in my eye. So I'm going to go in there with Zam. It's going to be my inner corner. This is very sparkly. Has a lot of that chunky glitter. Now this is going to be beautiful on its own, but it will also be beautiful like topped over other shades. I'm gonna take this Urban Decay brush that I have. This came in my, what is it called? Electric palette. I'm just gonna take this and go underneath the lash line with Pinker. I'm not gonna go all the way in, just on the outside. And then I'm gonna take this brush again and just kind of bring that in. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do my concealer. So I'm gonna go in with my Colourpop No Filter concealer, and then we'll finish the rest of the eyes and add some color and stuff to the face. I just patted everything over with the brush that I used to apply my foundation, and now I'm gonna set. And I do like to take some of that excess off before I go in and set. This powder has a little bit of a reflect to it, so I find that if I don't do that first, then I have some issues. And then I'm gonna go in with my Estee Lauder setting powder and 5W2 Rich Caramel. I don't know if they've changed the names on this. I do know that they like relaunched this powder, like new packaging and all that, so. But this is a really good powder, especially if you are oily. Kind of sets everything down really nicely. Keeps it all in place. Alright, so complexion is done. Now we're gonna go back to color. I lost a little bit of my under eye, so I'm going to go back in to the shades that I used, Pinker and Big Wig. highlight, and then I'm gonna add a little bit more of Zam. Just because we kind of lost her too. And I'm gonna drag her a little bit further underneath the lower lash line. I'm gonna be using my NYC Liquid Liner. They don't make this anymore though, so this is the last backup I had, and this is getting ready to run out. So I'm kind of sad about that. I'm gonna need NYC to fix that. Something to bring it a little bit more together. So I'm gonna go ahead and let me apply some blush and highlight. And I had a different highlighter. I had my Marc Jacobs, but I think I want to use one of my Anastasia ones, so I'm going to go grab my palette. I'm going to use Tourmaline from the Sun Dipped Glow Kit. Some of my favorite highlighters are in this palette. My face before I finish off my brows and my eyes. I've been testing out this Damn Girl from Too Faced and I really like it. I'm feeling bold. Like, this is a bold look. So we're gonna keep going bold. I could totally do a nude lip, but I don't feel like it. So I'm gonna go in with Creature from Colourpop. I love the Colourpop lip pencils. You can get them online. They just glide on the lips, give you super opaque color. I'm going in with one of the best liquid lipsticks ever. This is the Nars Power Matte Lip Pigment and Rock With You. These are amazing. They have a really nice inky formulation and they last. And I love the applicator because it has two flat sides. So really, like, you only really need to dip in once. So let's do this. Okay guys, so this is my finished look and I am just in love. In awe of what I've created. I don't think I've ever done a look that was this like dramatic and bold. I do a lot of like pinky purpley looks, but this is just over the top. Like, all the colors blended out so beautifully. And truthfully, I'm not surprised because like Anastasia just has a beautiful formulation when it comes to shadows. I feel like Anastasia gets a lot of flack in the makeup community, but my Anastasia products are some of the best products that I have in my collection because of their pigmentation, because of their blendability. I just absolutely love it. I don't think there's a shade in here that I will not use. Like, I'm going to get use out of every single one of these shades. I'd have to say my favorite shade in this palette, which is probably going to sound weird, is Supreme. Simply because I feel like it really adds some balance and some depth to the look. You guys saw like the difference that it made just putting that little bit of Supreme right here going into my orbital bone. It made the biggest difference in my look. So I really do enjoy Supreme. Of course, Pinker is a color that I'm going to be able to use year round, spring, summer, winter, fall, everything. I am itching to get into Duolas because it's just such a beautiful shade. And also Sponsored is like that gorgeous, like shifty, like green brown color. I'm absolutely in love. So overall, I would say if you love makeup, if you are interested in playing with color but you don't want to have to worry about possibly going too far, this is a perfect palette for you. This is going to be conducive to beginners because the formulation blends out so well. Now, these are very pigmented shadows. You want to be careful. But I do think that anybody, whether you're a beginner, whether you're an experienced, makeup artist, can use this palette and get beautiful looks out of it. And if you have melanin, I highly suggest it. I mean, you guys see how these colors, like even the camera's not doing it justice. These colors are just like popping off of my skin tone. This is going to look good on even the deepest of skin tones. Really impressed with this. I absolutely love it. This is gonna be up there with my Modern Renaissance palette. I can get everyday looks out of this. I can get like crazy, beautiful, big, blown out, smoky looks with this. And I can get really beautiful, colorful looks from this. I can do everything with this palette. Such a perfect purchase. I'm so happy that I got this. Jackie, so proud of her. I've always loved Jackie and I'm going to continue to support her. I don't get a lot of YouTuber collaborations, but this was one that I felt like I absolutely had to get, and I'm so happy that I did. So yeah, that is my review for the Jackie Aina and Anastasia Beverly Hills collab. Such a beautiful collaboration. And if you don't have this palette, I highly suggest getting it. It's $45. You get 14 shades, so you get plenty of shades in here. You can do everything with this, and everything about it is just gorgeous. Like I said, Anastasia is one of my favorite formulations. Like I said, I brought the Sultry palette out just in case. If you haven't seen this, I'll totally do a look with this too if you want me to. But let me know, how do you enjoy these videos? I know that it's not the easiest thing to like see right now because I don't have like the best camera, but let me know if you want me to continue to do them regardless. A lot of you guys asked me to do this, so I'm totally down for whatever works for you guys. And of course, as I start to up my camera quality, I'll definitely be doing more of these, but let me know, what do you want to see? Foundation routines, first impressions, palette first impressions. I think I'm definitely after all the use that I've found that I'm going to be getting out of these purple shades, I'm definitely getting the new Norvina collection. So if you want to see a review on that, just let me know. I definitely want to be doing other things to keep me inspired. So I'll be here coming up with ideas, putting out videos. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me for this little bonus video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you got at least a little bit of something out of it. I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.